Hi, I'm Kyle Duberville, and welcome to WMU News. Today's top news story.
And they're expensive. Animals, that's the other thing a student doesn't realize, that sometimes they're scraping together just enough money to adopt the animal. Well, what happens tomorrow now when the puppy swallows a sock and needs emergency surgery? Most vets aren't going to accept payment plan. So you better have $500 to handle that surgery, or the only thing they're going to be able to offer you is put the animal down. Now, that wasn't very fair to the animal. So there's a big expense involved in animals that sometimes people don't think about.
But I still wanted to know more, so I tracked down 2 college students with animals.
Like when he was a kitten, he cost a lot of money. And if anything were to go wrong, if you had a pet, like they got sick or something, it'd be really expensive to pay for its vet bills. I was lucky because my stepdad's a vet, so he did them all for free. Because a lot of kids, if they don't have the money, they won't get the shots for them, but he has to have them.
Well, from the girl that I got him from was obviously not too, pet worthy of a person, and she didn't give me any of the papers or any of the vaccines that he had already gotten. So he has a couple double shots that the vet made me get him because I didn't have any papers proving he already had those. So I think my first vet bill when I first got him was $100.
If you think that you can afford the animal, then what you do is take $300 a month on the first of the month and put it into an account. Do that for 4 months, and if you can put that $300 on that date for those 4 months, you can afford the animal. It's a good financial way of looking at being able to afford it, so you're not saying, well, oh, I should be able to afford it, because other costs come up and suddenly what you thought you could afford you can't. So for 4 months you can put that money away. Like I said, you've got a nice nest egg now to go adopt the animal that you want and not be strapped by adopting it, and you know that you can meet that obligation each month.
Being a person in college with a pet, I'll definitely be the first person to tell you that having a dog is not for everyone in college. I mean, definitely has given me a lot of relief and stress and stuff, but the only reason why it's worked out for me, I feel, is because I have roommates that are constantly home. He's never home alone. So I think that you just definitely need that support system when you have a pet in college, because sometimes I'm teaching all day and I have class at night, and without my roommates and the other pet in the house, I would feel bad about having him actually.
I feel bad when I go to work and he is here by himself, but I'm lucky because I have roommates that play with him. They do help when I go on vacation. They'll empty his litter box and feed him, make sure he's got some attention, but I would feel really bad if I lived by myself and had him.
A dog is not something you can leave in your dorm room for a couple of days. It needs constant care, needs walking and things like that, so when they have to travel home, if traveling home is difficult, then they're now trying to find someone to watch their animal. A lot of times students trust other students to watch their animals when they go away, and the other students aren't as reliable as they think they are. When you take on a pet, what we want to see is people, when they take on a pet, they take it for a forever home. It's hard on these animals when they are given up because they do bond with a person, and even putting them into another home, it's just like a child that's put into a home after home after home. There's a break in that bonding. They're never going to bond the same as they do with the initial home.
I think you have to be a certain type of person to be able to handle it. I mean, I've had so many pets growing up that I knew kind of like what I needed to do for them, what would be expected. So I think it's been easier for me, but for people who've never had a pet before, I don't think they would know what to do or how to take care of them. And you get more attached to them every day, so.
He's my best friend, bottom line. I mean, just every day when I come home, him meeting me at the door and watching TV with me, he's just, I don't know, he's my best friend.